What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? We are in the trap. Welcome to the trap. It's Pretty Girl Love Trap content, and we are here to discuss Bel Air season 2, episode 7. Y'all, it's a lot going on. Okay, like I'm excited to talk about some of these topics, and please make sure you are liking this video, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share your girl if you enjoy my content or if you think other people enjoy my content, because I'm saying, like, I think I'm pretty cool, okay? Please also, if you're watching the replay, let's get down in the comments and discuss. And if you're watching the live, of course, we gonna chat it up because I love to hear what y'all think. All right, who's in here? What's up, DeMarcus, Monica, MBB? Hey, thank y'all for coming through. How did y'all feel about this episode? Let me know, because I felt some closure in certain situations. I was happy, and then I'm like, we back here again, okay? It's not a laughing matter, but I don't know. We'll talk about it, okay? Well, let's start from the beginning, okay? Of course, the parents, they already been through Will/Carlton, okay? They not trying to deal with that again. So now that they are both nominees for this Founders Award, they're trying to be proactive, and I appreciate that. They decide to make breakfast. So little eggs, look like some bacon or something, maybe turkey bacon. You know, girl, your girl. I'll try to find, safer and healthier options. But when it comes to the bacon, I'm sorry, I gotta go full throttle. Okay, I have to go full throttle with the bacon. I don't really even consider bacon important. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's not swine to me, okay? It's in its own category. Well, they start making some pancakes. They look a little too thick and burnt for my liking, but hey, y'all go off the banks. They probably don't cook that often, so I'm gonna let that slide. Hey, Blazing Saddles, how are you? I love that name. So yes, that's their, attempt at a pre-kumbaya for the havoc that they think is going to occur with Will and Carlton, okay? And so they was like, all right, what's going on, parents? Like, what is this for? What do y'all want? Okay, because y'all know when parents, when they be buttering y'all, they either want to babysit or for you to do some chores or something, okay? So they was like, well, we understand, y'all got history, but we're a little concerned that we both, you guys both have been nominated for this Founders Award, so we don't want no problems up in here, okay? We want a nice and healthy castle, okay? I'm like, y'all house so big, y'all all gonna be beefing with each other and be in different wings, and y'all be straight, okay? The real trenches, if it's when y'all in the studio or one bedroom with two people and y'all beefing, like, that's like the most hilarious thing when you beef with somebody in your house and you got a small situation, and to avoid each other, y'all have to do the most annoying thing. I'm like, man, the size of Carlton's room is the size of most like 3-bedroom apartment. Like, that, y'all good. But I appreciate, being proactive, okay? So we got the men, they over there playing golf, having a good old time. It was cute, okay? Golf seems like a cute little sport. I really don't understand the scoring part of it, but it seemed cute enough. Of course, Carlton is showing Will up because Will ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? He need like a bigger ball to deal with, okay, to dunk. Meanwhile, Jeffrey, he's all, distracted. Okay, we find out why. His son is in town. Okay, Frederick is here. Okay, now I'm already back on guard because I got PTSD from the original Frederick from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Okay, because he was a little scamming such and such. Okay, we could not trust Frederick at all. Okay, so I already had my preconceived notions already with this Frederick, but I'm like, okay, girl, give Frederick a chance. Okay, this is the new version of Fresh Prince. This is Bel Air. Just clean slate, okay? Because y'all know, if y'all don't recall, this was a closed adoption. And, the banks apparently knew about where Frederick was the whole time. So I have a question for y'all in a minute. But they meet Frederick at a restaurant. Frederick and for Jeffrey, they have, conversation. And of course, Frederick is feeling a little way. Little backstory. He was 5 when he was adopted, seemed to, been taken into care of a good, nice little family. So he was like, I know I'm a stranger to you. And Frederick was like, well, I low-key kind of know you because the people that I've been running into know about your name, okay? You gotta wait out there in them London streets, okay, wherever they from. And so I was a little confused about this part because, okay, typically my understanding of watching Lifetime, child, so take that with a grain of salt. So a closed adoption, to me means as if like nobody can know anything about anything. Like to me, I assume that Frederick don't know anything about his father. The parents cannot say anything about, Jeffrey. So it's like, okay, were you seeking people out, and somehow found, your father's name? Or was people like recognizing you as, hey, that look like Jeffrey's son. Him and old girl had a little seed back then. Yeah, that's him. That's him. So I don't know. Like, yeah, he's been in the system for like 5 years. So maybe his family, or some people in the neighborhood, knew of Jeffrey and the mom for a few years and still remembered little Frederick. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm like, well, how was these people able to connect that you was Jeffrey's son and this was a closed adoption? Okay. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it, child, but I be having the binoculars on. All right. So it's kind of awkward to say the least. All right. Now, Philip is over there checking on Carlton. He is doing the most, okay? He is going ahead, dealing with his advertisements, okay? He's saying he's going for a DMC vibe, okay? He's definitely, did I say DMC, like Run DMC? Y'all know what I mean, okay? He a little politician in the making anyway, okay? So he's, getting his little flyer together for, his Founders Day presentation, okay? And Phil was like, well, I'm giving Will a little more of a push because I feel like he needed, he kind of lacks focus a little bit. So do you mind if I, he didn't really ask, do you mind? He just pretty much giving Carlton notice, like, hey, I'm going to be helping Will out. Are we good? Okay. And he was like, yeah, sure, fine, in that fake way. But Carlton, you could tell he still feels away. And I don't know, this is very conflicting for me because I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, Uncle Phil is low-key Will's father figure at this point. Well, not low-key, high-key. And nonetheless, Carlton still needs a father figure, even though Phil is still very present. It's like he's finding himself have to divide time. And I do feel like Carlton, like, you're not an only child, even though you're the only boy. You should be kind of okay understanding, but he is 17 or so. So I'm going to give him a little, leeway. And he does have, some, mental issues as well. So I'm going to try to let it slide on both ends, but they both are justified in their feelings. But I do feel like Carlton should understand a little more, but this is Will. He pretty much intruded in his life in a sense, and took in some of the shine. So I can understand Carlton feeling a little way. Meanwhile, Will, he pretty much is trying to play matchmaker low key. He's trying to get Jazz and Hillary back together. So they have this little back and forth, scenes of him trying to rev up, good old Jazz. And then he's trying to rev up, Hillary. He's trying to, play, cutesy because he don't want Hillary over there with, Odell Beckham or whatever the dude's name. He was like, nah, I'm trying to look out for my boy. And, he kind of convinces Jazz to like really, romance Hillary a little bit, try to get back. Cause he was like, before it's too late. He was like, what you mean before it's too late? He was like, never mind that. Let's just, just forget I said that. He's like, you about to spill the beans, child. Hey, Blazing Saddles, you said Carlton stay showing his jealousy of Will. It's getting on your nerves. Yes. Like, Carlton, calm down. But at the same time, I have to be realistic. Like, I don't know if I felt like me being a teen girl, if there was like a cuter, vibier, like more sassy, fashionable chick, smarter chick in my household that just came, I don't know how I would feel. I can't say what my 17-year-old self would feel. Carlton is very insecure. He's always feeling out of place on some level. So there are a lot of layers there. So I'm going to try to cut him a little slack. But I feel you, Blazing Saddles. Like, Carlton be doing the most sometimes. Like, calm down. But, he was like, the Fresh Prince of, well, I would say the dingy prince of Bel-Air. Like, he was the king on campus and in the house, low key. So I can understand how he's feeling. I'm trying to be, very understanding of Carlton. So we're going to see how this plan goes with Will playing matchmaker, okay? So Will low-key ditches Uncle Phil. He was like, I got practice. I got to prove to Doc that I'm, dedicated. So I can't really make our little meeting because Uncle Phil wants to help Will, with his little presentation for the Founders Award. He really trying to be there for him. And obviously, Will is having a hard time juggling and multitasking. And Uncle Phil is a little disappointed, but I don't know. I don't really feel too much, ways about it because it is hard. Being a student, an athlete, doing anything outside of high school is a lot. Like when I was in high school, I do not a nail lick of extracurricular activities, okay? I got out of school at 2:30. No, I lie. Well, it had to been 2:30 because I was home by the time Jerry Springer was coming on, and my grandma used to sit and watch dinner and watch Jerry Springer, okay? So I was definitely home by 3, okay? Y'all already got me up in this school from 8 to 2:30. I'm not about to spend no more hours doing nothing. No sports, no cheerleading, no band, no nothing. Get me out of here, okay? I have slaved enough to these books, all right? Even though in college, that was a whole nother story. I was in all the things. But high school, I was good. Like, y'all not paying me enough. What they say on TikTok, get somebody else to do it, all right? So, what should I call this guy? I don't know. I'm going to call him Big Red, okay? Because I can't remember the character's name at this point. And I just watched the episode again, but I don't know why I want to call him Drew, but I feel like that's wrong. If y'all watching this and can think of his name, but the little hater that's in the BSU. I'm going to call him BSU Hater. Yeah, that's his name, okay? So he is, of course, trying to apologize to Lisa, okay? And she's like, bro, I don't know. Like, you thought I was feeling you? Like, no. I'm going to need some time to think over and see if I'm going to forgive you or not. Because you was acting a donkey, okay? I thought you was, considerate, kind. Like the BSU was for us to look out for our people. Like we supposed to be fist up to the people, picking afro, like dashiki, leather jacket. Like we supposed to be down, okay? We supposed to be all up in here with the brandy, but you didn't understand the assignment, sir. So I don't mess with bullies. And plus, he did hit his behind a little bit. So that ain't really attractive. But she was like, I'm gonna have my people call your people. So he was like, okay. But meanwhile, they're in like the little presentation room for the, Founders Award. And of course, everybody's, doing their thug thizzle, okay? And Will's table is, of course, looking real ghost-like, all right? It's nothing up in there but his nameplate. Meanwhile, Uncle Phil is entertaining this offer with this new firm, okay? And they done got all the people, child. They got all the people in the boardroom, on Zoom, like every which country, okay? Like they are talking big things. And I know the offer letter looked real good in terms of the commas, okay? They was like, we want you to part with this West Coast division, okay? We want you. They pretty much let him know, like, we gonna roll out the red carpet. Like, I understand when they left this meeting, like the lunch was probably fire. It was probably filet mignon, some good asparagus, potatoes. Like, I really feel like they put out all the stops. Right, done sent wine and cheese and all the things to the house because they really want Phil. They see him as an asset. Hey, VKJTV, what's good? Thank you for coming through. So at first he was a little thrown off because he was like, I thought it was going to be a couple people up in here, but you apparently got the United Nations of lawyers up on my screen. Like, what's going on? So he entertains everything. They, of course, get they all spilling all the things, all his accolades, and, making it sound real good. Like all the, things you wanted to do and accomplish, with your race as a DA. We're going to make those things happen for you. It's going to be top priority, Phil. Like, come join us. Come to death row. Like, what else do you need? You don't need somebody all up in the videos. Like, you come over here. We the winning team over here. Okay, we know it's a different day and age. Like, come play with us. So he's kind of, looking like, no. How many days vacation I get? So he's thoroughly entertaining. Meanwhile, of course, it looks like his ex-boo or whatever history they got will be working there again. So we got to keep mental note of that, okay? Because that adds a whole monkey wrench in the whole situation, all right? I'm just saying. Yes, y'all, don't forget. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things for your girl. One love, okay? Dang, I just thought of Nas. I got to play that Illmatic when I get off. Okay, so Carlton's over there lying his behind him, talking about, yeah, my good homie Barack. He over there, he telling me like, tell them people I endorsed you, low key, okay? At least over there, Lord, this child lying again. And then we see Connor over there just white privileging it up, okay? Doing all the things like, I come from good stock, okay? My veins bleed Founders Award, okay? And I'm like, Connor, okay, boy, all right? So everybody talking about, where's Will? Where's Will? Where's Waldo? Like, they over there on the map trying to find where's Will, okay? He shows up unprepared AF, okay? He just looking like he was sweating, ain't take a shower from practice. Like, he's doing all the things, okay? Yes, all up in the videos. Hey, y'all, queen, what's up? So Will is being questioned. So, Will, what do you think about, the core, ethics of blah, 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 the Founders Award? You know how they do. And he was like, yeah, I got that. Let me go ahead and get my book. I don't know why when people lick they finger and touch the paper, lick their finger, get, that's just nasty to me. But hey, I'm just saying. I'm a low-key a germaphobe, okay? And so he's all like, just flabbergasted. And he was like, all right, y'all, the gig is up. The gig is up. Okay, you got me. I'm ill-prepared, okay? But nonetheless, this is me. I'm spontaneous, Will, okay? I nuck if you buck. I do all the things you need me to do, okay? So y'all gonna vote for him or not? So everybody get a little alert on their phone, look like sound like a little bunch of chirps. I'm like, okay, Woody the Woodpecker up in here, all right. And so we are seeing the footage of the Bobby Shmurda debacle from like maybe season 1, episode 1 or 2-ish, okay? And I was like, oh, they brought this back. This was kind of cute. It was giving me like power. I was like, okay, y'all bringing stuff back from the past. This was low-key fire. I mean, ain't look good for good old, Carlton and them. But I like how they kind of resurfaced it. So apparently somebody leaked a video of, Will telling Connor and them not to use the N-word. And of course, Carlton was, endorsing, like, come on, Will, bro. It was not that serious, bro. I'm just saying. I don't know. How do y'all feel about letting people use the N-word? I understand we got people that's welcome, to the cookout. We got Tommy from Power. Who else invited to the cookout? Let me know who is invited to the cookout that y'all will allow. I don't know. I don't know if anybody gets a pass. Now, don't get me wrong. If VKJ TV, you can attest to this as well. So, and I hate to say this because I know New York is a unique city, but I just can only account for how I grew up in my experience. So in New York, darn near every ethnicity say the N-word. More specifically, if they're like Dominican, if they're Puerto Rican, and then I done, seen and heard some Asian people even say, now I don't know, that's a little too far. That's a little too far for you to be calling me an N-word. But based on my experience of the fire of shrimp fried rice and 4 chicken wings and French fry meals that I've had in my lifetime, I kind of probably would let it pass depending on how fire the Chinese food is. I don't know. But I am used to certain ethnicities saying the word. Do I agree with it? I don't know. Okay, we want to really take it really back to history, okay? When we talk about votes and not being, not paying for no cruise tickets, but still being placed on boats and ship places. Now, all of us derive from low-key the same place for the most part. Not all of us, but I'm talking about the people like, Caribbeans or what have you. So I don't really get too caught up and shook up when, there's like, Hispanics. Well, Hispanics. If they're like Dominican or Puerto Rican, I kind of honestly will not, because it's not really harmful, but I don't like it still nonetheless. But it just depends on like, how offended I feel depends on the ethnicity. I ain't even gonna lie. But I don't like nobody using it but us, because I feel like, it's our, I mean, we deserved it, because we put a lot of, there's a lot of pain behind it, okay? And only us can find it in our spirit, in our hearts, to truly turn that negative word into something positive, just like Bobby Shmurda, and he put it in a song, as well as 1,900,000 other, hard evidence that evidently got him and like 20,000 people locked up. But nonetheless, I feel like nobody can should really use it but us. And I ain't gonna lie, depending on the situation, I don't even like us using it, in certain instances. Like, I don't like us using it around. I just like it for it to be around each other, if that makes sense. In our little club, you know what I'm saying? But we can't control people, and how they use the word. But just growing up in New York, you experience things, I feel like, a little differently, but I'm not excusing it at all. Okay. DK, you said no, they can't use it, never. Definitely. VK JTV, they call us that when they order our food. Exactly. We don't know what they saying, but as long as you get my order right, mingling, I don't care. Okay. VK, you said no pass, never. LOL, PRDR, we all in the ghetto together. And that's the thing, is like, that's how, I grew up. Like, we low-key neighbors, so that's how I be. But is it truly right? No. But at some point, we can't fight everybody. We're not gonna be able to be in every conversation and be the N-word police. Like, we don't have time for that. We got other things like police brutality and, just so many other things being, considered second and third class citizens, the pay disparity. There's a lot to deal with, okay? So the use of the N-word is kind of far on my list, but it shouldn't be used nonetheless. Anywho, enough of that rant. Carlton is like, oh, cracker snoodles. What a little pickle I found myself in. Okay, so he feeling away, and everybody looking at Carlton and Connor, more so Carlton. And, like, and Will looking like, But Will honestly is looking like, the honorable man up in the situation, okay? So, of course, Connor, he goes over, he's like, well, I don't reprove my name, but that's okay. I got the white privilege. My old lady, she over there, she a trustee at Yale. So I'm in there like swimwear, okay? He over there like Braden and them. They probably got pools and stuff, in their name, okay? So Connor was like, I'm straight. And Carlton was like, yeah, that's that privilege talking, okay? So he was like, well, you know who had did it, right? Carlton was like, who? What's T, boo-boo? And Connor was like, duh, come on, bruh. What's your grade point average? Will, duh. He's the only one that it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the three people in the video, and he's the only one coming out looking good. Come on, Carlton. We do calculus in fourth period. Why you can't do simple mathematics? So he was like, dang, Carl is making a lot of sense. So on the way in the house, Will and Carlton beefing. Now, let me know in the chat, do y'all feel like Carlton should have really thought about it, or would it seem truly like obvious that Will did it? Like, I feel like Carlton, I don't know, he should have thought a little better about it. I don't know. I just feel like he should have known Will a little better than to think he would do that. But we already know Carlton, how he is, child. We can't assume nothing in them brains, okay? We don't know how them brain cells is firing and missing, the neurons and the protons and electrons. They're all over the place, okay? All in the frontal lobe, occipital lobe, all them things, okay? Y'all, I think I knew all that about the brain, but y'all don't know. Your girl is educated, okay? Meanwhile, back at the ranch slash castle, as Frederick called it. Okay, he's looking like, dang, y'all living large and in charge, big boy. What was that, Babs? I think so. So everybody's welcoming him. Well, Ashley, of course, he's taking a little liking that. No, I'm sorry, not Ashley. Hillary, okay? And so, she was like, yeah, your father is the bomb. I mean, he saved me from like running away from home 3 times. And mom was like, 3 times? And I'm like, see, this is what I don't like with people not reading the room. Like, Hillary has a hard time with reading the room, girl. Like, you just need to understand that this man had just met his pappy, okay? He just met his pappy out of pappy. Okay, shout out to life. Okay, so you would think like we don't really need to be sharing no childhood stories about how Jeffrey was over here doing the fatherly things when his son was over there with 2 strangers, low key. So I'm like, all right, Hillary, come on now, we don't need them stories right now. Okay, pipe down, all right? So she making the whole situation awkward, all right? But to make things worse, they have Frederick over there in the game room, okay, the boom room, low key, all right? And he over there looking at all the pictures with, and that way they really had this picture of Jeffrey in between hugging Will and Carlton. I'm like, can we have like swept the house? I don't know, it's just me. I'm like, can we sweep the house to make sure we're like sensitive to what Frederick may be, exposed to? Like, we ain't trying to lie to Frederick, but we don't want to make matters worse. Like, well, let's just have a little sensitivity cap. Like, I'm just saying, like, but hey, go off. Okay, we got assistants and Jeffrey and all the people over here helping us, but we can't just sweep the house for some photographs and memories that, may trigger the little boy. Well, he ain't little, but you know what I mean. So, he's like, you know what? In his head, like, he's like, I'm a little overwhelmed. Like, this man over here being pappies to people, and I don't even know these people. I ain't know this man. Like, I'm over it. So he was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and take me an early flight. And Jeffrey, he seemed understanding, but it didn't seem like he was too passionate. Like, he asked him, inquired, like, hey, what's going on? He was like, you know what? I don't know you, and that's kind of the issue. Like, you're important to a lot of people up in here. But me, like, you supposed to be important to me, and I don't even know you like that, bro. Like, we supposed to be out there playing t-ball and doing all things. You're supposed to teach you about girls and like how to put the condom on and everything, and you over there just not being around. I was over there just eating food without no seasoning. Like, we had no good food, no nothing. Like, the plantains was dry over there. Like, you just have me over here just tripping, bro. Like, I don't understand. You over here just playing pappy to all these people, all these little rich, privileged kids. And I just don't understand over here. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to go. Okay. And so, of course, he has no choice but to respect that. Okay. And so, right before he leaves, Uncle Phil, he had to come through, the clutch, 2 minutes, and the ball is in his hand, is overtime, and we about to, make that cute little layup. And he was like, your dad is a wonderful man. You know what I'm saying? He's extraordinary, and we love him. And he, Frederick was like, yeah, I done heard and seen. You ain't got to tell me no more, bro. Like, I'm good. All right. He was like, well, no, I don't think you understand, young fella. Okay. So, yeah, you remember your parents. Remember when your mom had lost that job and your daddy was out of work and you was still eating food every day? Can you think back? Like, can you put 2 to 2 together for me, young sir? Yeah, it was, me via Jeffrey was over there putting money on books, low key. Okay, well, not the books, you know what I'm saying? But, he was pretty much like home. Like, Jeffrey was still providing for you financially and looking out for your safety, because your little knucklehead behind was trying to join these little gangs over here. Like, you and Top Boy, what have you. Shout out to Top Boy. If y'all don't know about Top Boy, please look that up. Okay, it's so fire. It's like a British version of like Power. Like, I love Top Boy. He was like, yeah, the GZ, the MZs, all them people, they denied me. I applied. I went to the interest meetings and they denied my application. Oh, so you mean my daddy was behind all that? My daddy wouldn't let me be a gangster. And I have him to thank. And so, Phil was like, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Go ahead, pick your face off that floor, little boy. Okay, your daddy was around, okay? He was around. Like Pop, he was around, okay? You around. So, young fella was starting to feel a little different. So he realized, you know what? I'm going to give old Pops, I'm going to give him a little chance. So eventually he came back. They started shooting pool and, they started to bond. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm really about to cry up in here and shed some thug tears up in his living room. But it was real good. It was real good. But I ain't going to lie, y'all. Little Frederick had a little looky look on his face. I was like, see, I got to keep my eyes on Frederick, okay? I'm hard to trust. Because the original Fresh Prince, they scarred me. So I got to make sure Frederick ain't over here in Uncle Phil's, closets and office next week trying to find some, check stubs and, people like people like to steal credit cards and stuff, I'm just saying, not saying him specific or people overseas. I'm saying the people, like any people that, try to get back. Because he probably looking like, dang, y'all living good. So Frederick, I still got my eye on you. I'm glad you reconnected with your daddy and whatnot. But I'm going to still be watching you, okay? We still going to be on them cameras watching. Okay? All right. Yes, JTV. Uncle Phil is the man most times. Okay, most times. Yeah, you and your siblings eating good, okay? Tea and crumpets. Not miss not one meal. And you thinking over here we getting boxes of food from the church like we in P Valley. No, we went to the grocery store every time, gave cash every time. Period. Shout out to Carisha. All right. So Willie from Philly over there, you know what I'm saying? He leaving practice. And I'm like, what? He got a cute little big body type of situation. I'm like, oh, he get a car? Tariq get a car? I said, Oprah, where the hell my car at? Oprah over there giving all the young black men cars. I'm like, hey, I'm strong black woman. Oprah, like, where's my car? Where's my car? I'm just saying. So even like, his teammates, he was like, dang, homie, like, what's up? You over there doing it. He was like, it's a little something, Aunt Viv was tired of him, returning the car on E or what have you, all right? I'm like, well, dang. I like that. That was cute. That was a cute little car. He had a headrest. He had the things going on up in there, okay? So the homie was like, what's up? We got to go get something to eat. What's up? You driving? I'm saying, see, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't be trusting people. I was like, don't leave the people in your car. Because first of all, how y'all getting home? I don't know where y'all live at. I'm not rolling up in Compton to take y'all home. Not in this, okay? I call y'all an Uber. You call yourself an Uber when we get to the restaurant and take you home. But I ain't getting caught lacking. I ain't getting caught lacking. So I was like, see, you got these people in your car. I don't trust this. I don't feel no good about this. I'm just saying. So he was like, all right, come on, let's go. And I'll drive. I was like, see, I don't trust this. But we going to go ahead and get some food because we hungry, okay? So we over there at this little, look like, a little cliff. You know how they be having like, in the old school Lovers Lane and all that. It's an updated version. We just not in the car making out. We over there eating Fat Burger and drinking Henny. Okay, we getting lit up in there. I'm like, okay, this is cute. And then, we eating and he's hearing from his homeboys and about their, responsibilities, that they have. And, they want to make it to the league. One of the dudes was like, I want to take care of my moms and my sister. Like, and Jackie, referenced before, like these dudes were struggling. Like they was living in their cars. Like they really like had to grind it out. And so Will was like, yeah, I feel you. I want to, take care of my moms. And they was like, you already made it. You in Bel Air. He was like, no, that's my people's house. Like, that ain't my house. Like, my mail ain't even transferred to this house. Like, it's still going to Philly. I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like, born and raised. I'm like, see, Will, you ain't struggling like these people are struggling. So that's the thing. He always trying to equate himself to the struggle. Like, Will, your mama is a nurse. Okay, she doing all right. Like, you don't know these people's life. And I just think Will, like, he don't understand. People out here struggling. Will, have you ever seen Skid Row yet? Have you been down to Venice Beach? You seen the homelessness problem? Like, I seen it. I done seen it. We're always trying to relate, but I'm like, Will, you truly ain't really about that life. You low-key, just low-key privileged on your own, okay? Vacay, you said first they tripping and now they want to ride. Do you want to ride in a backseat of my caddy? I don't know why I do a diagram that came in my head. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm black. That's what we do. So Jackie over here is lit. Like, she is drunkity drunk. All right. And he, she was slobbing all over his face. He was like, damn, girl, slow down. What, come on, slow down. I just want to get to know you. And she was like, dang, like, what's up? Like, I know her breath was probably like, just a little tart with the Henny or what have you. She was like, F you. Like, he like, dang, what's up? What's up? So he's like, dang, I ain't seen her like this before. So, they go part ways again, whatever. And, they come back eventually. And she about to get in the whole fight. Talk about, another girl's mama, everything. I say, Jackie, I don't know now. Do you got hands, Jackie? Do you got hands? Because some girls don't be care if you drunk or not. If you want to get lit, you about to get these hands. So Will, he helped her, he helped her from ass whooping, okay? And so his homies was like, well, I'll say his teammates. I don't really trust them to call homies, whatever. So they was like, well, good luck, because she stayed with Doc. He was like, she stayed with Doc. Hey, we need to be together for real. We both staying with our uncles. This is kind of romantic. I'm just saying. And so I'm appreciative that he took her home. But I'm like, Jackie, how you get there? Like, not saying that she should have drove. I'm just saying, like, make sure your car is safe, okay? Because we can't be leaving our cars random places, okay? Have somebody else drive the car. I don't know how the arrangement was. I don't know how she got there. But if she got there by herself, how did you get there? And second of all, did you come with somebody? Because where they at? See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be having friends that just don't be caring about you like that, okay? I'm just saying. I got the joints today. I'm low-key like a little human, jukebox up in here. I be having the random songs, okay? So he takes Jackie home, okay? And he was like, dang, I hope Doc don't kill me. Like, I'm ready, ain't getting no playing time. Like, bro, I'm be like on the bench all season. Like, this ain't gonna be good. So Doc, pretty much put her to bed or whatever. He's like, hang tight. I was like, man, I just can't go home. I already done burnt my gas. Like, dang, what he want to see me for? So they have a little cute talk on the stoop, and he, giving a little, background on Jackie. She got some demons. I'm like, see, when people start talking about demons, I'm like, you in some stuff, like you on crack. When people start talking about demons, you on crack, or you a whole alcoholic, or you a molester, or something. Like, I don't know. When people put the word demons on people, that means you deep in it. Like you need prayer, you need holy water, and you need therapy. Like, I'm just saying, demons is a little strong of a word. I don't know. We got to do some research on Jackie because she may be a little toxic. Okay. So he explains that, Jackie pretty much has been in his house, like under his care. He pretty much stepped up and raised. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. Because, the mama, I guess she probably in them screech child. Okay. And so he was like, I feel you, Doc. What I'm saying? If it wasn't for my uncle, I'll be, locked up or dead or whatever. And he was like, for real? And he tried to play it off. He's like, I'm about family. So what happened with, you got some trouble in Philly? And he was like, I understand. You don't want to talk about it. I don't. He was like, no, it's okay. I trust you. I was like, see, we done use the T word. We done use the T word, and I'm a little nervous. You done told this man you don't trust him. Now he feel like he got all this power. He's going to be able to manipulate you even more. I'm nervous now. Because the way Doc be looking, like he giving like the shifty eyes. Like, I don't know. It's like giving me Veronique and Snowfall. Like, I don't know how I feel about you. I don't know how I feel about you. So, of course, we know Will done told him the whole situation. The whole situation, most likely. And now Doc got all this intel. So, how do y'all feel? Like, do y'all feel like Doc is going to be on his side from now on? Or Doc going to use this information against him? Because I honestly feel like Doc should already have had this information. Like, I feel like he got his ear to them streets. Like, them ears was already to them streets. So I'm like, I don't know if he know this information already and just wanted to get verification and just, clarification from Will or what. But the jury is still out on Doc. Okay. Hey, Blazing Saddles, I feel like he's going to use it for that black. That's what I was thinking too. Like, he was like, oh, for real? Because you already know Phil don't risk his license or what have you. And see, now thinking about it, he got this whole deal on the table with this huge firm. Oh my God. Willie from Philly again, about to put Uncle Phil's life in jeopardy. And now we got to deal with Uncle Phil, professional career on the hanger because Will want to bounce an MF and ball on an MF in court for some MF and scholarship that Uncle Phil already got money for if he needed to go to college. And around and around and around and around we go again. Like, I don't, get me off this merry-go-round. I don't even like it no more. I'm done. Yes, thank you for bringing that up, Vacay JTV. When Will was getting off, like, I don't know, like, I never like disliked Will in the original Fresh Prince, but this Will be getting on my everlasting nerves. Going to tell Uncle Phil, like, that's all right. I could get it on my own. And Aunt Bill was about to come in and save the day. Uncle was like, pump your brakes, shawty. I got this. Okay, let me handle this. Because my John Hancock is on these checks that I'm sending to old buddy's account every week. And that's what that pissed me off. We'll be acting so independent. INDEPENTE. You know what I mean? I feel like I effed that up. INDEPENTE. You know what I mean? God damn it. I'm tired. I had a long day at work. So I've been crunching numbers all day. So don't get at me about no freaking letters tonight, y'all. Don't be scrutinizing me today, okay? I know how to read and spell, okay? I ain't watch a lick of Reading Rainbow, but I know how to do it, okay? I got a PhD in Sesame Street. Oh, God. Sorry, y'all. I'm a hot mess. Yes, Blazing Saddles. See, they ain't had the good comebacks. So I be like, don't drive the car then, since you want to take exactly. Go over there back with Jazz and hustle for that money. Always got food in your mouth and clothes on your back and a roof over your head, but you be talking big-ish, but ain't got no way to support your behind. You over here living in a castle. The house got its own zip code, but you over here talking big-ish. Like, that be pissing me off, y'all. That be pissing me off. I ain't never came at that in my mama. I ain't never. And we wasn't even rich, but I knew better. You know, pissed me off. Vacay JTV will walk in Bel Air Mountains, no car. Will ain't about that life. He think he about that life, and he's not about that life. And that's what pissing me off. Like, he need to be humble. Like, he need to probably hang out with those dudes a little more to see how they struggle. Go to one of their houses and see them gates on their doors. Is we gonna be looking real snowfall up in there, right in the PJs, and you thinking it's all cute. Will, you don't know nothing about no struggle. Get out my face. Anywho, Jazz over there paying for a meal he know he can't afford. Okay, they at Hillary's favorite restaurant because I'm sure Will done told him. All right, so they got a whole little layer situation. I'm like, what is going on here? Lobster, crab leg. Ain't look seasoned though, so I'm like, I don't know if I want it. But anywho, I'm gonna be grateful for it was me. Okay, so they over there. He wine and dining, they toasted it up, what have you. It was all cute. Until Miss Ma'am came over there, telling him the card would decline. See, that's one of the reasons why I can't be no waitress. One, I'm clumsy as hell, I forget stuff. So your order gonna be on the floor and it's gonna be wrong anyway, because I be done forgot that you didn't order no mayonnaise on your burger. There's a few different reasons why being a waitress wouldn't work out for me. But this is probably one of the most awkward type of situations I would probably like not want to address. Like, I ain't telling you that verbally, especially on no hot date. Like, I'm gonna put it on like a receipt or something like, sir, you broke. You broke it. Like, you got some cash? Like, how we want to settle this check, sir? The bank said it ain't in there. It ain't in there, cuz. Like, it ain't in there, cuz. She was like, is another card you want to use? He was like, no, this is the card. Like, this is the main debit card. I ain't got no options. I ain't got no black card. I ain't got no black card. Like, this is the card. I got a library card, like a AAA card. You want to see my Uber card? Because I do drive Uber. Like, we don't have no other cards up in here, sir. Like, I got a deck of cards. I got some Uno cards at the house. I got a birthday card. Like, ain't no more cards. Ain't no more cards, man. Like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Like, I'm gonna slide on through and wash a couple of dishes. Like, I could like wash some crab legs off. Like, I don't know what we gonna do here, man. I'm like, I don't know. Beck KJ said Jazz gotta sell more records. He gotta do more records, more trips. Like, he gotta do Uber and Uber Eats, because so he over there, you know, Hillary, she get Lauren Burst. Okay, she looking at it like, oh Lord, white people looking at us thinking we can't afford this meal. She was like, go ahead, use my card. He was like, no, I got money on here. I put a deposit this mountain. Okay. I'm like, that's kind of a little short. That's kind of a little short, Jazz. All right, we gonna go ahead and eventually she paid for it. Okay, so they go back to the house and they have, you know, a little argument. And Jazz like lay all his insecurities on the table. He was like, oh, well, you know, if it was, you know, Odell Beckham over there, your little ex-boo, you would have had faith. He had money on the card, but see, you think I ain't got no bread, okay? And I see how your little steak, little rich friends be looking at me like, I ain't stupid. You don't want to walk no red carpet with me, because I'm over here living paycheck to the paycheck. And I was like, see, you ain't even had to do all that, Jazz. You ain't even had to do all that. Like, she was down. She was a writer. She was a writer. She had Odell Beckham at her becking call last week at the family reunion, dancing with grandma, auntie, all them, Uncle Earl, everything. We had the t-shirt on, his pecs was showing, like. And Jazz, you done messed it all up. You done put all that baby oil on your chest for nothing. For nothing. And that's how it be sometimes. Some men can't handle, you know, a woman that's, you know, on paper doing a little better. You know what I'm saying? But Hillary went for all that. But she was like, all right, you ruined the night and you done ruined this relationship. So peace out. Like, I would, you know, carry you behind up in here like Uncle Phil normally would do, but I ain't gonna mess up my outfit. He was like, oh, so this how it gonna end? I said, yeah, Jazz, you done effed up. Talking about he ain't hurt about that money. Oh, you want to say now when you sucking down now $100 lobster tails? I was like, see, yeah, you is still butt hurt, Jazz. Now you got to make a payment arrangement with the electric company because you done spent that electric bill money on the lobster. She would have been fine at Fatburger. But no, you want to do it extra. You want to listen to Will, who over there ain't got too much dating experience his goddamn self. But go off, Jazz. Go off. Not Issa, right? Oh, Lord. So at the end of the episode, he over there reflecting on life, child. So we gonna see how this situation developed with Jazz. He was definitely wrong for that. Hey, Jay Tucker, thank you for coming through. Well, we gonna see. But I don't know. It was too much. I won't be surprised if she go back with the ex-boo Because he was wanting her. She was like, no, she wanted her own individuality. So we gonna see. Maybe she just need to be single, both of them, because they need some self-discovery. VKJ TV said Crisco oil. He don't got enough of well, have you been to the grocery store? That Crisco oil, the vegetable oil, the olive oil is $5 minimum. You can go in there at the Dollar Tree, get your little travel size for like $2.29 at the most. So I don't know, BKJ. He can get the travel size if he know how to, go to the right spot. Dollar Tree, I ain't never got baby oil from Dollar Tree. I don't know. It may not shine right. It may not shine right on the pecs and the chestises, but he can go over there to Dollar Tree, get the baby oil, and see how that worked for him. See how that worked for him. BKJ, you said Jazz looking super pretty, petty there. That's what I'm saying, but it's all ego. Oh my God, he gonna go back to that record shop, play all the little 6 sad love songs. Oh Lord, poor little Jazz. Jay Tucker, you said I can't wait for Will to get his heart broken. He deserves it. I don't care. Crisco oil you might fry. I mean, if you in the sun, don't go on the beach with that Crisco oil. I'm just saying, we can't be wasting no good oil either. BKJ, you must be balling if you over there wasting oil. My grandma ain't teach me that. Okay, how many of y'all grew up with that little one little canister of Crisco oil forever on the counter or in the pot? As long as you don't mix the seafood grease with the chicken grease, you good. Okay, you good. I'm pretty sure somebody trifling and did that before, but I'm not gonna judge y'all. Okay, so with the parents. Okay, so and I gotta get out of here because I do have a live at 8:15, so I have to hurry up. So, and it's about Effie, y'all. So please come through if y'all want to go ahead and talk about that, y'all. So Uncle Phil is pretty much getting Auntie abreast on the whole proposal situation with the company. And she ain't gonna lie, she feeling the way because the ex is there. And I don't know, I probably would too. See, we gotta learn more about that history with that relationship, but I'm gonna save my commentary until we have more intel on Miss Thang at the law firm, okay? Meanwhile, she listened to Uncle Phil feeling all desired and wanted. She was like, dang, I want some of that desire too. So she go on there and get all that desire from Darren TikTok and TikTok or Instagram. I feel like it's TikTok, but it may be Instagram. And she's, telling her feelings, how she want to feel valued, and she feel like she's suffering in silence. She's, feeling real artsy with the words and what have you. And I'm like, okay, that's cute, Auntie. I mean, you telling kind of a lot of your business, and you talk about the fellowship, and you kind of denouncing it and what have you. Long as you don't start no OnlyFans or start, twerking and busting the wide open and doing a busted challenge, you good. Just keep it cute, Auntie. Keep it cute. Well, you can kind of do OnlyFans, you can do it for art, only for artsy or whatever they do. That'd be kind of cute. But keep it cute, Auntie, because we watching you. All right. Meanwhile, Will finds out that the BCU hater done leaked the video with Carlton and them with the hot Negro. All right. And Lisa decides to go out to lunch for him, but I feel like that ain't gonna last. All right. And we have practice, and Doc allows Will to start, but I feel like it's a manipulation behind it. I want to be positive, but I just can't. Okay, so we're gonna have to see what's going on with Doc. All right. And to end things off, Carlton's over there getting some inspiration from his mammy, and she was like, denouncing and quitting this founders thing. That's not necessarily, really the answer to your problems, like, come on, let's figure it out. Hey, Tamika, what's up? So long story short, Carlton gets on, I feel like it's either Instagram or TikTok. I don't know. I'm always on TikTok, so I think everything's TikTok. But follow me on TikTok too. All my information is on my description. But he pretty much let the people know, like, yeah, I'm low-key Uncle Tom in the video, but don't act like we don't be having inappropriate moments where we be laughing at stuff we should be laughing at. So y'all just looking at me because y'all, I was all up in the video. But don't be judging me. Judge your mama, because I'm over here trying to fit into this Bel Air BS. Peace out. But I question this because I'm like, hold up, Carlton. You giving this video, it looks like it's daytime, and it looks like the same time everybody else in school. Like, did you not go to school this day? You probably didn't go to school. He didn't want to face some people. Because I'm like, it looked like it's a clear, like, 11 a.m. Why you not in school, bruh? But he probably took a sick day. Okay, I'm going to let you have it. All right. And it looks like, BCU hater was kind of understanding his position. All right. And Carlton was like, you know what? This boy done logged off and done got the drugs, child. He done sniffed the drugs. He done had his Pookie moment, y'all. And I don't know where this is going to take us, okay? Now he's looking, he's starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. And I don't know. We're going to have to stay tuned because I don't have time to deal with this again with Carlton. Maybe he'll be less stressed, but this ain't the way. I just be wanting the parents to walk in while he's sniffing the line so we could really get to the bottom of shit. But that probably ain't going to happen, all right? Hey, Jake Tucker. It comes out on Thursdays, the episodes. Yes. Tamika said, Rock Carlton, why I was rooting for you. Exactly. Like Tyra Banks, I was rooting for you. Yes, he took a mental health day. I'm pretty sure they got some of them ritzy schools. They got sick days, mental health days, all the days we get when we be working. But that was pretty much the episode, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I do have another live at 8:15. So come through. We're going to talk about Effie and, just discuss her character and why people hate her. And we're going to get into it. I hope it's fun. And thank y'all. Make sure y'all like the video. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Toodles. See y'all in a minute.